You're really awesome, Barry.
You are awesome, Jill.
You're awesome.
I love
Gordon, you're awesome.
Gordon, you're awesome too.
I knew we'd get there. Jill Scott and Barry Watson, the stars of the new movie, Highway to Heaven. Welcome to my Hangout.
Thank you, Gordon.
Welcome to the Daily Team.
It's time to start remembering dreams. Lift your eyes.
Tell me about your mom.
You don't know anything about her.
Losing a parent is hard. I can see and do things that other people can't do.
What are you talking about?
Your mom has a message for you.
It's an honor to have you here. And I hate to do this. I hate to out us, all of us, but we're all old enough to remember the classic Highway to Heaven series, which was a huge show at the time. Now, what are your memories of that show back in the 80s?
Oh, I remember how much my grandmother and I enjoyed watching it together. I remember how beautiful Michael Landon's hair was and how my grandmother could not stop talking about how fine he was.
Your grandmother was not wrong, Jill. But does that put a lot of pressure on you to have a similar exciting hairstyle?
No, I didn't really think about the hair as much as I thought about the energy and the spirit of what Highway to Heaven is. It is a feel-good testimony to humanity, the ups and downs of folks trying to get to the other side of the road that, just might feel too hard to get to.
How about you, Barry? What are your memories?
Well, also on top of that, her hair was fine as well during that.
Thank you.
Okay.
I believe it.
No, I mean, I remember watching Highway to Heaven as a kid and, waiting each week to see what the next mission was going to be that his character would go on with Victor French.
Hey, you sure you can drive with those hands?
You kidding? Racing gloves.
Let's go. We got another assignment.
It was always something that we could sit down and watch as a family. And that was very rare, even then in the 80s, to be able to have certain shows that I felt like you could really sit down with my mom and dad and watch something. So it was always special.
I think it's interesting you mention Victor French, because the one thing I always remember is he had that Oakland A's baseball cap. Mm-hmm. You got to tell me you snuck an A's hat in there somewhere, right?
Trust me, I wanted to try to throw in maybe a Detroit Tigers hat because I'm not really an A's fan, but I wanted to throw the baseball into it, and there is some baseball in it. But no, I didn't have an A's hat. Maybe it just didn't get approved or something.
The Phillies hat didn't get cleared.
I grew up in St. Louis, so I would have pushed for a Cardinals hat.
Yeah. Now,
you guys, this is obviously, inspired by the show from the 80s. And I'm always interested when someone takes on a project like this, where do you draw the line between, being true to the original source material and really making it your own?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm coming in as a Black woman, I'm coming in as a brand new type of angel for this show. So yeah, I had to approach it with all the kindness and sweetness and patience and love that Michael Landon presented in his character. I'm telling you that is the point and purpose for Angela Stewart's existence in this film.
Bruce, I'm an angel.
You mean like figuratively, like you bring good things into our lives?
No, I mean that I am actually, literally, really a real angel.
As actors, getting to play good characters and bad characters. I actually have a wrestling background, and it was always a little more fun to play the bad characters. Is that true at all, or playing good guys? That's kind of nice to get to do right by people.
I think, always you're always, I think as an actor, you're like looking for these challenging roles. And, I think at times you think, oh, these challenging roles are these bad guys, these villains, these people who you are not necessarily. But it's just as challenging trying to bring something like this and put your stamp on that character. So this was a little more challenging for me in some ways because, like you were saying before about it putting our stamp on this one versus the other one. And you just sort of have to like let that go and play it and not really think too much about it. And just be in that moment and be in that moment with Jill when we're doing a scene together and just kind of see where we go. And I think most of the time it was always a good place.
Mm-hmm.
Except that one time. Okay.
Whoa. Here's the one. Now, I understand that Michael Landon's estate has cooperated with this production. What kind of insight did they have as to why this style of story has been so successful?
Honestly, I don't know anything about their insight. I was just really happy that they felt positively about this story continuing. That is all I know. That was between Lifetime and their estate.
Okay. Because I know, Jill, if you had that chance, you would have been asking all kind of questions about Michael Landon's hair.
I would have been asking about his life, honestly. And that hair, I mean, it was like a snatchback. It was beautiful and like, it looked like, I don't know, like a fox hair or something.
Like the wings of a majestic eagle.
Just so beautiful.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah.
Now, this is my understanding is, and I haven't gotten to see this yet, I'm really looking forward to seeing it, is that this is a series of movies as opposed to a television series. Now, they, every week they got to tackle a different topic. Was there something very specific that you wanted to tackle in this first movie?
I don't know if it was necessarily me. It was the producer, executive producer, Jonathan. It was the director. It was a lot of people in the crew as well. We tackled grief and how it affects people in different ways. I'm going to tell you now, Gordon. Listen, this show. If you're thinking by chance like, oh, this might be sappy, this might be really emotional, then I'm going to go ahead and tell you that it is. It is. It is the antithesis to everything that we've been experiencing thus far in these last few years. It is the exact opposite of hate mongering and jealousy and violence. And, this is sweetness. This is something that you watch with your kids, pop popcorn and sit still for a while, have conversations with your family, get grandma, sit down, chill out, watch something good and sweet for a change.
No, I've been saying, I think that, things like that are missing somewhat today in television. So, very excited to have an opportunity to check this out. Now, there's a ton of stuff to watch out there. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to give your elevator pitch as to why people should definitely check out Highway to Heaven when it comes back on November 6th.
You first, Barry.
Well, I just think it's just a no-brainer. Maybe even before everything that we've all been through, and that's the one common thing we all have is we've all been through this thing together. And I just think that Highway to Heaven is just due. People need this right now. It's something that everybody can watch, like Jill said. Thank God for Lifetime for wanting to, get this back into people's lives, and for these younger people to rediscover Highway to Heaven that didn't see the first series, and know that there's actually TV out there that you can sit down with your kids and your whole family and watch something and know that there's good out there. And also the people who are suffering realize that, wow, there is still a chance that you can kind of get through certain difficulties and hardships in life. And I'm just really grateful to be a part of it, especially with Jill, because she's such a great partner.
Jill, your thoughts?
I can't come after that. I can't. That was perfect. It really was.
He did nail it.
He did nail it. That's all these years, buddy. You put in your time. You put in your time, kid.
Thanks for joining us, Barry. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was great. That's all you need from me.
I want to thank Jill, Barry. I want to thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us. Again, Highway to Heaven comes out November 6th. Everybody be sure to check out. And once again, thank you both for your time.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
You're really awesome, Barry.
You are awesome, Jill.
You're awesome.
I love
Gordon, you're awesome.
Gordon, you're awesome too.
I knew we'd get there.
So, Miss Stewart,
Call me Angela.
you know we only need a temporary guidance counselor, right?
A few weeks in one place can be enough to change a life. I could start today.
Welcome to the Daily Team.
We both know that your mom was in charge around here. I'm kind of lost without her.
Well, that's pretty obvious.
I am not like anybody else. I'm an angel. I can see and do things that other people can't do.
What are you talking about?
Your mom has a message for you.
Your voice is serenity.
Kind of are too good to be true. Are you a unicorn?
I am actually a real angel.
Marching to the beat of the stars. And we walk together into
Angels are real. We come to those who are looking for a miracle. Just try to be the light in someone's darkness.